Welcome back to my daily vlog where I take you inside of my life as I juggle family, fitness, and the future of work as an entrepreneur and an investor. In this episode, I really got a chance to take a peek into my week this week, where I believe I'm going to be putting out a lot of fires. But with that said, I have a plan on how I'm going to attack it. And with that said, here we go. Another rainy one today, heading into Whole Foods for my week planning session. So heading in there now. And this rain is really interesting. It's supposed to rain all week, so it's all good though. But stay tuned. So finally here at Whole Foods. It's unusually busy here. It's hard for me to find a seat. I had to wait for somebody to move. But in the time that I'm here, it's already the week's already looking like there's gonna be some fires that I'm gonna need to be putting out this week. So it seems like a good portion of my time will be to that. So in that case, preparation is a little bit different than what I would normally do, because most of the things I do on a weekly basis are really tied down to some type of routine that I do, day in and day out. This time, you have to not uproot my routine, but I have to be more flexible and more adaptable than normal. But now that I can kind of peek into the week and I can see what's going to be happening. So it's going to be a little different. It's going to be more challenging. Again, this is where, it gets hard not to go to the gym, because now you're weighing out the options. And certain things are going to have to be sacrificed in order to get certain, some of the main things done in order to put out the fires. So planning's a little bit different. You just have to be more looser on it, and a little bit more, when I do have the time to do things, I have to button down and do them and not be distracted. And like I always say, when you're distracted, that means your mind is just looking for clarity. Your mind is craving clarity. That's how I define distraction, and that's how I lessen distraction. So with that said, I'm gonna go get back to it. What I think is really funny at Whole Foods, they play like 80s, 90s hip hop and R&B. So right now they're playing Salt and Pepper Push It. And it's funny because I'm trying to understand, if I would pan the camera around, you would understand why I'm kind of confused. Because it seems like I'm the only one that kind of understands what's being played right now. And this is every single week. Like, they play 80s, 90s, R&B, and hip hop. And I don't know who's doing the programming, but I'm enjoying it. But like I said, if I pan the camera around, I don't think anybody even knows what's being played. I don't know. I just find it weird that I don't know. I used to do to-do list. Now I do to the side list. And basically what that does is I try to figure out what decisions I need to make, and then I just break it down. And I maybe one day I'll go through the whole process, but it's my to decide list, because most of what's standing in between, the progress that you're looking to make is just decisions. And building your muscle of making decisions is one of the things, one of the skills that you have to develop. One that I'm developing, getting better at, is being able to decide. This is how you know you're winning.
Nope.
When your video comes up in the middle of your daughter's. Packing up for the day. Thank you so much for following me on this journey. And if you made it this far in the video, if there's anything that resonates with you, please let me know in the comments. I'll be spending some time in the comments. I'll be spending some time in the comments for a little bit. With that said, peace.